I don't want to drink a beer, really. I'll just open that one beer. Because I know that's going to be worse for my throat. I don't think it will. I think it'll make the cold worse. Of all the things I think of what would make my cold better, maybe the whiskey, I don't know. But also I want to go to the gym and stuff, so.
Just kill the cold.
Because I just know I'm going to turn up to that live and go, oh, you're really fat in person. Like, shut up! I'll beat you up.
So this is an interesting titled article.
Yeah, good luck getting this one past YouTube censors.
What would you put it said? Surely they did accept penis.
The wang. Well, YouTube never accepts penis, this is known. It is often said that men think with their dicks, and, well, yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. But perhaps no man in history has ever thought with his dick harder than Gackt, a Japanese singer who saved himself from drowning purely for his penis.
So many people, including me, probably don't know who Gackt is.
Well, the easiest way to describe him is he's Japanese Prince. That's not hyperbole. In Japan, this guy is an enigmatic, almost mythical figure.
Yeah.
And he is a singer, songwriter, and media personality. And in regards to his musical career, he is regarded as one of the most successful artists of all time. Not in Japan, of all time. And there are a couple of Japanese musicians who are like that. I think the band X Japan. Some people aren't familiar with them. One of the most successful bands of all time. Have you ever heard of X Japan?
No.
Which is a shame, 'cause X Japan are super fucking good, and Silent Jealousy is a kick-ass fucking song, and I hope there's a clip of it in now.
Well, he's clearly really famous, so there must be something that he's in or he's done that people would recognise him for, rather than just his music.
Well, yep, there is, and the answer to that is simply Final Fantasy. And if you've ever played any Final Fantasy game, chances are there is a character in that game inspired by Gackt. The same way there are countless characters inspired by people like Bruce Lee or Prince or David fucking Bowie, who is apparently the inspiration for everybody in Metal Gear Solid. Have you heard about this?
Oh, really? No?
Well, in Metal Gear Solid, it's not officially ever been confirmed, but a lot of fans have pointed out that because David Bowie changed the way he looks basically every other week.
Yeah.
You can find a picture of David Bowie in one of his personas, and then it's almost directly comparable to someone from Metal Gear Solid. Examples of which are behind me right now, and it's Gackt is in that vein where he's so well known as such a flamboyant sense of style and dress that he's been directly homaged many times in Japanese games, and especially in Final Fantasy. And as if that wasn't over enough, he's actually physically appeared in at least one Final Fantasy game, Crisis Core, where a character in that is directly based on his appearance at the time. And my favourite thing about that is that game has never been remastered or re-released, because every time they think about doing it, they realise, oh fuck, we've got to get Gackt's permission to do it, and he always says no. And the rumour is that the game was only made because he wanted to be in it.
Right.
This is how famous and just influential this guy is. Yeah. He calls someone and says, I want to be in a Final Fantasy game. So they made Crisis Core and put him in it. And now they can't re-release it because he doesn't want it to be remade. It's the guy's insane. I don't remember the name of the character that he plays. It's been so long since I played Crisis Core, but I do remember that his character fights Sephiroth. I take it you're not overly familiar with Final Fantasy.
No, not really.
But you've heard of Sephiroth?
I've heard of him, yeah.
And the reason you've heard of him is because he's the most popular character in the series.
Yep.
So the fact that Gackt had his character just fight on par with the most famous, best, well-known character in it, it's that is such a baller move, right? You can't help but respect it. Put my OC into your game and make him fight the main character. It's so good.
It's reminded me of that game that you're in. Can you remember that game?
Am I in a... Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Super YouTube fighter. Go save YouTube by having me beat up PewDiePie. What a ledge. Fucking hell. I can't believe someone did that. What a hero.
I don't fight. I think you were fighting PewDiePie in Markiplier and stuff like that.
Yeah, fucking saving YouTube one video at a time, man. I'll do it. But and before we move on, I just want a clip of that fight scene put in because it's so over the top and so anime. Because they have, Gackt's character, again, I think it's Angelo or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's Angelo, and then it's Zach Fair, I think, teaming up and fighting Sephiroth. I might be getting this all wrong, but they just have this moment where they're fighting on a big cannon, and Sephiroth just goes, huh. And it's that anime thing of, oh no, he slashed the sword so hard that everything below it gets cut. And I just remember this really cool shot of just Sephiroth slashing his sword a few times, and then a giant cannon just falls to pieces. How do you beat this guy?
All right, I've seen what Gackt looks like.
Yeah, I showed you a picture of him before we filmed this. What were your initial impressions of Gackt?
He does look a bit like a walking anime character.
He basically is, yes. And as you might imagine, because of that, he is immensely popular with women. And exactly how many women Gackt has slept with isn't known, because he is well known for engaging in bouts of hyperbole and exaggeration, but a figure of several hundred is often thrown around and is deemed to be quite a conservative estimate. But suffice to say that Gackt does get busy consistently and thoroughly. And something that I've always found quite surprising about Gackt, like, given how he looks, is that he's actually really strong.
Yeah, he looks, from the pictures, he's quite slender and quite
But he's
small.
super fucking ripped. There's like an interview with him where they go through his morning workout routine.
Yeah.
He goes, oh yeah, do you know like those ab roller things? He does one of them, but he does it he goes down, fully down all the way from standing position, and then goes all the way back to standing position. He goes, I do 100 of those a day.
What the hell?
What?
What
How
the
the fuck
hell?
do you do that? So I'm Gackt. So well, I'm sorry, Gackt, I didn't realise. Of course you can do it.
I get out of breath walking up the stairs.
So do I, yeah. So I woke up this morning and was already tired. As people can probably tell from the way I fucking looks, I'm ill.
You're ill, so...
But I just I watched this interview with him where he does it, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen anybody do that. And he does it as his morning workout routine before his actual proper routine.
Oh, that's
Crazy.
insane. I wish I had that strength. I need to get back into fitness, because a few years ago I was, quite regular at the gym.
Yeah.
I'd do fitness classes.
Swole Nisha's coming, don't worry.
And I had a job where I was on my feet for 8 to 10 hours a day. And now I'm just all I do now is just sit a few editing
Got a
videos.
job on your ass.
I'm complete opposite, and I'm just weak now.
Oh, so am I. I'm so pudgy, it's fine.
You go to the gym every day.
I know, it don't fucking help. Still get called fat all the time anyway.
All right, so let's talk about the main part of the article, which is him drowning.
Yeah, and there's some backstory to this, and the backstory is that Gackt, by his own admission, was a very, very good swimmer as a youth up until age 7. I found that hilarious. I was an amazing swimmer up until age 7, which means he remembers. Do you remember anything that happened to you before you were 7?
Not really.
Gackt does, because it's Gackt. Again, remember, he's very prone to exaggeration and hyperbole. So now what to keep in mind when I finish this story where he says at age 7 he nearly drowned. And as an aside, because this is fucking amazing, according to Gackt, after that near-death experience in the water at age 7, he got the ability to speak to ghosts.
What?
He actually says this. You might be thinking, was he ever demonstrated this ability? And the answer is, of course he fucking hasn't, but he still claims to have it. And I'm inclined to believe him, because I don't think a guy with hair this cool would lie.
Should start his own most haunted.
I would watch that 100 fucking %. So I thought you were going to say he should start his own religion, and I'm guessing there's people out there who probably worship him like a god as it is.
Okay, so I take it from this that he was scared of water.
Yes, after this experience, which gave him the ability to talk to ghosts.
So how did it come about that he was drowning as an adult?
Well, according to him, just his fear of open water was something that caused him endless frustration. Because I said he was a very good swimmer as a youth. And he's like, well, yeah, I was good at it. I liked it. Why am I scared of it? So he decided to, address this fear in the most direct way possible by jumping into the ocean and learning to swim again. And he says, yeah, I was doing that, but then, tragedy struck. Giant wave took me out. I'm like, oh no. And this wave knocked him over, winded him, and made him swallow a lot of salt water, which then made him panic, which is on the top 3 things you should not do in the water, just behind fart out, sharks are pussies in Morse code. And Gackt's there oh God, what do I do? What do I do? Is he struggling for the water? And according to him, he was just so petrified that he genuinely thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
And he had this really strange moment where he just accepted it. And he realised, I guess this is it. And he started in his own mind apologising to people in his life, to his family, to his friends, to his fans. And then his thoughts turned inwards and he went, hang on a second. When's the last time I had sex? And he thought, it was 4 months ago. No, I'm not having that. So what he did, according to himself, is he started to struggle and fight the water because he was so mad that he was going to die after not having sex for that long, and fought through the water using the power granted by his boner to get a second wind to struggle to the surface, and then swam to a nearby island, which I presume he then immediately started to have sex with. Fucking hell, guys, what a ledge.
I'm speechless.
And again, the guy's very prone to exaggeration and hyperbole, but I have to believe it. I kind of believe this because there's just something very pure about the sentiment of, fuck this, I'm not going out this way, and just swinging at the water like a madman.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to say.
There is nothing to say other than
No
well
words.
fucking played Gackt. I hope he got laid immediately afterwards, which he presumably did because he's fucking Gackt.
I'm still laughing also at the fact that you said farting out Morse code.
Yeah, I was proud of that line. That was a good one. That was in the original article and I was very happy when I wrote that one.
Oh my god.
So Nisha, so I'm going to take this off because I'm simultaneously so hot and so cold and it's really starting to piss me off. Any near-death experiences in your life?
Yeah, I can think of one.
Oh shit, go on. Please continue.
It was when I finished college, like for the day.
You just felt like it was done. I went there as well, yeah.
Yeah, college just killed me off. The bus that we get from college dropped me off just outside my grandma's house.
Okay.
But I had to cross the main road to get over. And there was a bus, like not my college bus, a different bus, was parked in the way and it kind of obstructed my view of the road.
I don't like where this is going. Not a fan.
But I was stood there for like 5 minutes, just couldn't cross this road because it's so busy. And there was one point where I just was like, fuck it, I ran. And
I don't care anymore.
Literally, if I'd been a second late, I would have been hit by a car. I was so close to getting hit by a car. I was going like 30 miles an hour. So close. And I just remember that thinking, I'm always like really cautious of crossing the road now to think I could have died.
Yeah, it could have got you.
I could have I don't know if it was going fast enough to properly kill me, but...
It might have done, yeah. Let's put it this way, it wouldn't have been a good time.
No, I think my life would have been changed drastically or ended. But yeah, that was my near-death experience.
Well, I've had a near-death experience and I've been hit by a car, but they're not the same story. And I think the being hit by a car story is way funnier.
Yeah.
Where, do you remember that Domino's delivery bag I used to have?
I think so, yeah.
So I had, because I don't have it anymore, so I think I left it in a basement and it got all like ratty. Like a rat lived in it, I'm like, I'll leave it there. And I had a Domino's like delivery, those things that you keep pizzas warm. Yeah. Because on my way home from Corp once, I was really drunk and I just stepped out into the middle of the road and just got hit by a pizza delivery guy.
What, like going like full
Not
on?
full speed, but he was going like a bit and then he slammed on it but because I was drunk, I just remember it was like Grand Theft Auto, I hit the bonnet.
Oh, like ragdoll.
And just slid down and I just stood up and went, oh, I'm really sorry. Because that's what you do when you're drunk, isn't it? You'll oh, I'm so sorry, mate. I'm so sorry. And the guy's like, are you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm really, he went, no, please, can I get you to the hospital? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm walking about. It's all right. It's my fault. So I was really apologetic. He went, no, let me drive you home at the very least. And, yeah, I'll take a free lift home. Why not?
Yeah.
And on the way back, the guy's like, I'm so sorry. Do you want a pizza? I'm like, I'm not going to take someone else's pizza because I feel like a right dick. But can I have that Domino's delivery bag? I just went, I've always wanted one of them. Can I have it? And the guy's like, yeah, sure, they'll give me another one when I go back anyway. I'll just say I dropped it in a puddle or something. I'm like, thanks. There'll be a picture behind me of the day it happened where I just posed on Facebook like, hey, look, I got this. And you can see I'm just gone behind the eyes because I'm just so fucking drunk. It's just, yeah, a pizza delivery guy hit me with his car and gave me this as a consolidation for it.
Yeah, I remember the bag, but I've never heard that story.
The thing is, I'm not the only person in the Fact Fiend crew who's been hit by a car because Lucas also got hit by a car.
I thought you were going to say Adam because he's been hit
Has Adam been hit by a car?
Yeah, his taxi driver hit him outside the Leicester.
What? Did he give him a lift?
Well, I think he ordered a taxi and this guy just basically pulled up and like hit him, like really slowly hit him.
Yeah, that's what happened. He was like 10, 15. It was like,
ugh. Put the window down, was like, is it Adam? It was like, yeah.
Oh man. That reminds me of like the most nonchalant taxi driver I ever had. I'll tell you something before we go. I was getting a taxi to town, and as you do, it's like asking the taxi driver some questions, like, you've been busy? Like, what time you on till, that sort of thing. So I'm making small talk, and I was asking, like, what's the weirdest place someone's ever asked you to drop them off? I went, oh, at a petrol station. A petrol station? I went, yeah. That guy was a right weirdo, because he got into my car, said, I want to go to this petrol station. It's like, okay, sure. And I asked him, why are you going to a petrol station? Like, do you leave your car there? So he's like, no, I'm going to, I'm going to stab someone. So, what? Because, yeah, there's a guy there who, like, proper, squaring up to me. So I'm going to sort him out. And I went, are you kidding me? No, because then the guy pulled out a knife and started showing me the knife that he was going to use to, to go stab this guy. And then he was waving around the knife, talking about how, no one messes with him. I'm like, holy fucking shit, what do you do? Well, I dropped him off and called the police. I went, hey, you didn't ask him to pay, did you? And of course I did. He didn't have a gun. And I think that just sums up taxi drivers, when he made the guy pay and then called the police. It's like, fucking well fucking played.
Fucking hell. Oh, you never said your near-death experience.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll save that for another video.